Okay, so obviously, this is a two division race. I mean, obviously, 2-team race. So last but not least, the Philadelphia Eagles, my second team. Love this team. I think they look really good. I'm excited about what's going on. I wish Miles Sanders would kind of figure things out, but Jalen Hurts is exciting. I think he's taken a lot of big steps. He's going to take a lot of big steps. I think he's put on some muscle. He looks good in camp, training camp, and preseason. I think AJ Brown coming over from the Titans, huge draft day acquisition from AJ Brown. Devontae Smith, who was a stud last year. He didn't win Rookie of the Year last year, did he? Who won Rookie of the Year in the NFC? I can't remember, but I don't think it was Devontae Smith. But great year. Sad boy Jalen Reagor. He makes me sad. Dallas Goedert. I love me some Dallas Goedert. And then the line, I think they got one of the best offensive lines in football. Jason Kelce, Lane Johnson.
Driscoll right last year's NFC Rookie of the Year was Jamar Chase.
NFC or AFC? He was AFC.
Oh, sorry, that's the overall.
Oh,
okay. My bad.
Okay. Did they just do Rookie of the Year? Did they not do AFC, NFC Rookie of the Year?
I don't think so. I didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
My bad.
So Jalen Hurts, big question on him. Is he, the franchise quarterback? He's looked good. He's looked good in times. He's looked, not so good in times. I think when he's looked great, it's when he's been able to spread out the defense with his legs and find open guys and get some good chunk yardage on the runs. When he's looked really bad is when he doesn't go through his progressions, ends up in that backfield too long thinking he can run and gets his ass turfed. What happens more than the other? I guess we'll find out. But I think you'd have to be optimistic that he's going to improve, this year. He's definitely has a better wide receiver room around him now than he did last year. Even like those secondary bits, like the Colts backup wide receiver, Zach Pascal, I think you're getting a more well-developed offense. I think the O-line, like you guys mentioned, is really good. So there's no reason to think that they won't be effective in running the ball. Kind of speaking about running the ball, anybody have any thoughts about the running backs? I know that, Miles Sanders hasn't always been healthy.
How the hell is Boston Scott third on the depth chart?
Because Kenneth Gainwell is a fucking stud.
Yeah,
so Boston Scott was pretty good.
He's
Kenneth
not
Gainwell.
He's all right.
Kenneth Gainwell can catch passes, and he looks good in the red zone.
He's a rookie last year.
So.
Yeah.
So,
real quick, I just want to say they were the highest rated offensive line coming into this year. With that, I have to say that Jalen Hurts is out of excuses. He needs to develop as a better passer. If he does not take a step forward in passing, this is going to be a rough year for Eagles fans. Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, but I think, but here's something I don't think anybody's given. He also last year was his first year. So 9-8. They're 3-3 in the division. First year brand new system. He's coming into Nick Sirianni, first time head coach. He's had it now his second year in that. He has a second year in the system. So I think that I think that is a huge thing, that not only 100%. Is it his second year in the system, it's Nick Sirianni's second year at head coach. I think that when you're coming in with that much pressure on you and as a rookie and you're coming into a first time head coach like that is that first. Is it realistic to think that he was going to go out there and blow the doors off the NFL? I mean, that's not real. I don't think that's realistic. So I think that I was
gonna say, I think to add to your credit, there was that stat that I read to you guys in the group chat earlier this week. Despite playing 4 years in college and being in his third year in the NFL, Jalen Hurts is 2 months younger than Kenny Pickett. Yeah. So think about that from a developmental standpoint. I mean, can you imagine right now if Kenny Pickett was going into his second year, how much better of a quarterback he'd probably be and more developed? And Jalen Hurts is so damn young. I think you give him a longer leash probably than other quarterbacks.
Because Jalen Hurts looks 50 years old though.
Well, Jalen Hurts. The thing about it is, I agree with Andrew in the sense that he definitely needs to become a better passer, because we've seen it with all the other running quarterbacks. Eventually, you're going to have to rely more on your arm than your legs, and from a durability standpoint too. Taking hits in the NFL is nothing to scoff at. So it's just one of those things where you got, I think Jalen Hurts is a really good quarterback. I want to see him take that next step. I think he will take that next step. I just think that there's a lot of variables that are going to surround it. Is AJ Brown going to be healthy all year? Is Devonta Smith going to have a sophomore slump, or is he going to, improve on his last year performance? Just there are some question marks around. That's not just Jalen Hurts. I think there's going to be a lot of undue focus on him, and it's going to seem like the successes and the losses of the offense are going to kind of fall on his plate. But
that's not always the case. And I want to say that last year with Nick Sirianni, as you said, first year head coach, he made a drastic change in the middle of the season. This team went from being one of the more pass friendly offenses in the league in the first couple weeks to being a run dominated team in the second half of the year. And I would love to see some stability. Don't change it up. And that's kind of what you're talking to with Jalen Hurts and affecting his development. It's really tough to change offensive gears right in the middle of the season, especially when you have a young guy. You're a young coach yourself. Let's get some stability. Let's have some more. I don't know. Let's game plan a little bit better. I think. I think he did a great job. I think he's a very smart mind, definitely offensively. I just there's some loose ends to tie around.
Yeah, but I think that all comes with you being a first time head coach. It's not like he's been in the league for 5 years and then all of a sudden he decided I'm going to change my coach. I think this all is part of that year was all about feeling out. And the fact that they went 9-8 in a division with the Cowboys are going 12-5 and running people over. They were let's not forget before Dak at the beginning of they were putting up some numbers last year. So to come out of that division 9-8 with with a team that a head coach and a quarterback, they're basically figuring it out. I think that's at least promising for the future. But
I think you call that a success. I think last year I think that's a successful season.
And he started 15 games. So
name like any of those bottom tier franchises right now that if they would have gotten a new coach, you told them next year you'd go 9-8. Every single one of them would be saying that's a fucking huge success.
Say that to the Giants. Right. They'd be ecstatic.
Say that to the Jaguars. They thought they were going to get their 9-8 last year, and look what happened.
Yeah. Oops.
Now, I like Jalen Hurts. He's my QB2 in fantasy, on the precipice of QB1. He's got that upside. The only reason he's not my starter is because I have Matt Stafford. Now, halfway through the year...
I still remember you taking him 5th overall in a dynasty startup last year.
Who?
5th round.
Or 5th
round. Took Matt Stafford 5th round in a dynasty. No.
Hindsight
2020, you definitely saw a good year from him last year, but that's bold. I remember that.
Quarterbacks or whatever. I want more skill positions.
Can I tell you need a quarterback? Let me be the first to fucking tell you. In dynasty football, you need a quarterback.
Jalen Hurts is
rest my case.
I'm telling you,
Jalen Hurts is quality. But let's say halfway through the year he goes down, or it's just not quite firing all cylinders, and they want to make that change. Are you confident if they have to turn to Gardner Minshew?
I think Gardner can win games. I don't know if he's gonna. Yeah,
can he win that point? Can he win him the division?
No, I don't think he beats Dak
Gardner.
Prescott.
Gardner stops a sinking ship, but he doesn't. He doesn't take you to your destination as a captain.
Yeah, I don't. I mean,
failure of a season.
If Jalen Hurts goes down and Gardner, it depends on how many. Now if they've already got a firm lead on the division and Jalen Hurts gets hurt week 14, I think Gardner Minshew can maybe win out. Not win out, but like manage it to maybe win that division, hold on to win the division. But like
until Jalen can play in the playoffs, hopefully.
Yeah, but like if Jalen goes down and it's like season ending, God forbid. I think that this is then. Fucking Dallas has no excuse at that point. I think this is just their division. But I think that there is a lot of positives to take from last year. I agree on everything that they do need to take the step forward. But I think last year it was a big figure out. You're coming from Doug Peterson, a guy that won. You're getting rid of Doug Peterson, who won you a Super Bowl. You're getting a lot of changes in the last couple of years. So I think that last year was kind of them. Feeling everything out, and this year they're going to kind of put the plan in motion. I think they win the division. I don't know. Let's look at the defense. I know their defense. They're really good on paper on defense. They were a little bit underwhelming last year.
Dallas Goedert's nice.
Yeah. I said Dallas Goedert. Don't you worry.
I'm sorry.
I said Dallas. But they've had some very good pickups. So Kaiser White from the Chargers is nasty. Hassan Reddick, great pickup.
Javon Hargraves is a fucking stud.
Yeah, Javon Hargrave, I love him. James Bradbury, great fucking pickup. And him and Darius Slay. I mean, that Darius Slay was kind of left out last year to dry. He looked rough last year, but he also had a decent amount of picks. I forget how many picks he had, but he was the only thing back there doing anything. But now that he's got James Bradbury, I think that's going to help a lot. They just pick up the second string strong safety you're seeing, Ugo Amadi. They just picked him up yesterday in that JJ Arcega-Whiteside trade. Who did they trade him to?
A good trade, honestly.
The
JJ
receiver.
went to, who did JJ go to?
Fuck.
I'm literally drawing a blank. I just looked at it.
So they lost 3 pieces of the defense in the offseason. They lost Jannard Avery to the Steelers, Steven
Seahawks.
Nelson.
Seahawks, yeah.
Seahawks.
That's 3 for Seahawks.
JJ Arcega-Whiteside went to the Seahawks, yeah.
Yes.
Ugo Amadi was
I didn't say that.
Oh, I thought you said, are you
No, we
sure?
did.
Oh no, I said Jannard Avery went to the Steelers.
Oh no, but we were saying before that
Oh
Ugo
yeah,
Amadi.
okay. I'm with you.
Yeah.
They lined up
Steve-
JJ Arcega-Whiteside as tight end.
He's converted. He converted to tight end. He was going to be a tight end like in the Eagles system. Seahawks are going to use him as both. They're going to they're going to flex him.
Probably, he's a big body wide receiver or a smaller tight end.
They kind of have Jordan Matthews just did that too. Former Eagle
Right.
receiver Jordan Matthews, but he just tore his ACL and he's out for the year. But anyway, go ahead, Jack.
So they lost Steven Nelson and then Rodney McLeod to the Colts was the other one. So
Right. They go out and they draft Nakobe Dean, who fell far. I believe for injuries, I believe is why. But Nakobe Dean was an absolutely first round talent. He is a line. I mean, he looks incredible in camp. I mean, he looks. They also, who was the other guy? It was not Jordan Davis. It was Jordan Davis, right? That they just drafted. Who just looked ridiculous. He was the one that just manhandled that guy in that video.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
So both of them look really good. So I look for this defense to take a big step forward this year. I think last year they were, like I said, they were a little bit underwhelming. They went out and they did everything they could to build it up. Like I said, Kazir White, Josh Sweat's nice. We were talking about people. Josh Sweat and Derek Barnett are both nice. Brandon Graham and obviously Fletcher Cox. I mean, the line, we know that the tackles and the defensive line is there, but now they've got the linebackers and the secondary to complement that. So
yeah, I still have a couple questions on the secondary. James Bradbury needs to play like he has played in the past, not like he played very recently. Slay coming back, I think, would be nice. The other issue I think I see here is that the defensive line might be getting a little bit older. But they're still amazing, no doubt about it. I mean, Fletcher Cox is a man, and so is Hargrave.
Cox is getting older, but Hargraves, he's young. He's a God. He's going to be at.
I think isn't Graham older than Brandon Graham?
Brandon Graham's getting up there. So Slay had 3 interceptions and a touchdown last year.
Pick 6, nice. I just think if you're going to beat this team, it's probably going to be through the air. That's my opinion, but. I definitely think they made improvements. What more can you ask for? I think. So just kind of got to see how it comes out on the field.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. James Bradbury had 4 interceptions last year, by the way. Not
yes.
bad.
He just got a new deal. He got a new deal in the offseason too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, so let's click on the old Sketty. We don't Jalen. We don't need to talk. I don't want to talk about Jalen Reagor picking up any. I don't want to even talk about Jalen Reagor. It's just
they should get Vince Papali out there, get a couple fucking on special teams, get a couple plays going.
Let Ward catch it. Come on, Greg.
Jake Elliott's a great kicker. Like Jalen Reagor, I hope to God, the guy, I root for you every year and I defend you. But I'm not even going to do it. Not doing it this year. I'm just going to shut my mouth and hope you surprise me.
Good for you,
Sketty.
Okay. Ooh, early buy.
1-0.
Ooh, you got a prime video game there, Nick.
Do we? Baby.
At Houston.
Oh God, that's.
Baby, that's not terrible. At least you get one exciting team. I mean, if Dameon Pierce is starting by then, maybe it's a little exciting.
Maybe that's
Fletcher's gonna take him out.
Hey, let's hope not, because I got him in my dynasty. Dameon Pierce looked like a fucking man this last weekend. So Detroit, yeah, obviously, I think that they win that game. Detroit's going to come out hot, but they're not coming out that hot. Minnesota's a 50-50 game. They can win or lose that, especially prime time.
I can't wait to talk about that division.
Yeah, so let me see. Let's kind of go through here. So Minnesota. So I think they can go 1-1. Pepper, please quit scrolling up and down before I have a seizure.
Okay, if we just do a little math.
I'm trying to count in my head right now. So anybody listening to this, sorry if this is like the worst time when we start doing this. We're all just we're all making audible sounds. So we're looking through the schedule right now, and like I said, if you don't watch these on YouTube and you just listen to these every week, we're sorry. When you hear us all just making sounds, that's us counting. Trying to fuck it. That's us count. That's 4 idiots trying to count a schedule.
What's a little mid-episode siesta kind of bring
some people would say you guys should look up the schedule before this. To those people, I say fuck you.
Yeah. We're like cook to order fast food. We're here with you.
We have day jobs, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
We hold your hand for the journey. We don't.
I got 9 and 8.
9 and 8?
8 and 9. Yeah, just like I said for the Cowboys.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so hold on.
You know what? I'm
3.
I think with like Jack and the Cowboys, I think 11.
I'm saying okay. So I definitely I think they beat Detroit, lose to. So I'll say they lose to Minnesota.
So I thought.
I think they beat Washington, Jacksonville. So that's 3-1. They lose to Arizona. So I'll say 3-2. I say they beat Dallas on prime time. So 4-2. 4-2 at the bye. I think they beat Pittsburgh, beat Houston. So I think that's 6-2. I will say they lose 1 to Washington. I'm not going to say they sweep any divisional round. So I think 6-3. Indy can beat. I'll say they lose. So 6-4, 6-5. I think they can beat Tennessee. So like the Indy and Tennessee games, those are wins and losses. So like I mean, if they win or if they lose those, I'm not surprised. I say they beat them. So 7. I think they beat New York. They beat Chicago.
I think they went out after week 13.
I can see that.
Wow. Yeah.
New Orleans is the only one that I think could be a good one. And then obviously 2 divisional. I mean, Dallas. So this is a team that if they could go between 8 and 11 wins, just because of like you said, any given Sundays. But I think the ceiling is 11 here for sure.
Yes.
Jalen Hurts was the guy who like snapped the Saints. The Saints had a ridiculous. It was over a season-long record of not surrendering 100 yards to a single rusher. And I remember was it last year they played each other or 2 years ago? Jalen Hurts fucking annihilated the Saints on the ground.
He ran up their ass. Yeah, it was last
year. He ran for like over 150.
Stewart's like, I remember that.
Yeah.
Stewart,
I started him that week.
Yeah, Stewart lays in bed and scrolls back into his game log sometimes and goes, "Fuck, dude, I remember that. I remember
he's got that saved on the home screen, dude."
Oh,
so baby. Sometimes,
and I still lost that week.
That might be a good matchup for the Eagles. I don't know. We'll see.
It's a 1:00 game. Damn. So that's 11. So I mean, so to get two division race or 2-team race. I mean, I think that
no doubt
the Cowboys very well could win this division again. I mean, they looked really good last year. I'm gonna just because I'm an Eagles fan, I'm gonna say that I think they put it together and I think they win this division. I think they're on paper. I think they're the best team in the division.
But the Eagles are the only team in this division that actually improved.
Yeah, I mean for sure.
Improved made moves on the roster. Where I went, oh yeah, that'll make a difference.
Agreed.
I mean, okay, but Washington thinks that with Carson. I agree that they're the ones that I believe made the most improvements and actually, got better. But I think Washington thinks that Carson's going to help them.
Again, I don't think the difference between Taylor Heineke and Carson Wentz is that big.
Hey, I
like Wentz.
I'm with you.
Yeah,